in the field here with Sarah. Sarah, back after a year. We missed you last year, kid.
It's nice to be back. I'm excited to be back with my team.
So tell us a little bit about how the season's going. You really tested yourself early on, and now you're coming off a couple of wins, a big one tonight against NHTI.
Yeah, we played a lot of really difficult competitors. We're going to play a really hard competitor tonight. Everyone in the conference is really pretty good. I'm excited to see how we've been working and see how it all pays off.
Now, as we said, off a year, but you've been training hard. Tell us a little bit about your summer program, what you've been doing.
In the summer program, I followed a lot of strength and conditioning, like coaching from Yordi. He's our strength and conditioning coach. Yeah. He was really amazing for us. We spent a lot of time in the weight room as a team, and we just spent a lot of team bonding this summer, which was really nice.
And how about your play? Where did you play this summer? I think that's a great story.
I played at XL Sports Center with Caleb Lamb. He's a really good goalkeeper.
That's according to Caleb. Caleb, the assistant athletic director here. He'll be doing the pregame announcements here pretty soon. We'll be back for those pregame announcements when we come back after this.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
To Auburn, Maine for tonight's matchup. It's the Central Maine Community College Mustangs taking on the New Hampshire Technical Institute Lynx. A very big early season contest. We're just in the second week of the season where these two teams almost always fighting for the top spot in the conference. This is going to be a big 3 points here on the line tonight between the Mustangs and the Lynx. The Lynx, of course, are the defending YSCC champs. They knocked off Paul Smiths last year. Had to do so in penalty kicks. A scoreless 90 minutes in that championship game. They prevailed in kicks to win their 9th YSCC title. Coach Heidi Crockett has won 5 of those titles. She's a 3-time YSCC Coach of the Year. Lynx are 1-0 on the season. They open up with a win on Sunday, routing Maine Augusta 5-0. Adrian Dorr scored twice in the first half to get the Lynx off and running. The Moose were able to hold off NHTI for most of the second half, but they ran out of gas in the 84th minute. Kayla Amiot scored a debut goal. Olivia Blad tallied as well. And Dora completed her hat trick all within the last 6 minutes of that match. It's a very good team. I mentioned Adrienne Dorr. She's the team captain, 3-time YSCC All-Conference and Player of the Year back in 2023. And, oh, yeah, to add on to that, she's a 2-time second-team All-American. And she has 3 goals in 2 games against CM with an assist last season as well. She also put up a personal best 9 shots on goal against CM back in 2023. And their goalkeeper, another outstanding player, Haley Knight, a senior. She's a 2024 second-team All-American. 10-3-2 in her career, 24 goals allowed, 13 clean sheets. Never beaten Central Maine, though. She's got 1 loss, 2 draws against CM. 33 saves, though, in those 3 games. She's played very, very well, allowed just 5 goals, and a career-best 16 saves her rookie season. So there's a couple players to watch tonight for the Lynx. For the Mustangs, they are 2-2 for YSCC Coach of the Year, Rob Rodriguez. They won both their games last weekend at the Holyoke Cougar Classic. They knocked off Fashion Institute of Technology both times. On Saturday, the Mustangs fell behind early, allowing a goal in the 12th minute, but responded very well with 4 goals in the remainder of the first half. A brace from Senya Soderup, as well as goals from Lily Caban and Michaela Monterano gave them a lead they wouldn't relinquish, and Olivia Varney capped off the scoring in the 87th minute. Closer game on Sunday. Lily Caban in the 25th, Bianca Gilmore in the 88th, scoring the goals to lead the Mustangs. Devin Eliason will get the start in goal. She allowed 1 goal on Saturday to Fashion Institute in 45 minutes. Split some time with both goalies that are on the roster. Jordan Blanton played a half, 45 minutes, both on Saturday and Sunday. And Chloe Pelletier also started the game on Sunday, had a couple of saves. We're going to have the starting lineups announced here, and Caleb Lamb is doing that. He'll join the broadcast in just a little bit, but he's a little far away for us to pick up the house mic. So what we'll do is once the players head on out, we will announce the players, and I'll kind of assist Caleb for the viewers at home and let you know who the starting lineups are for both of these 2 teams. But it is a very, very good one. The last 2 champions in the conference meeting here in the opening game in conference play for the Mustangs. The Lynx, of course, with the 1 YSCC win as they knocked off UMA, like I mentioned, in their opener on Sunday. Perfect conditions for soccer. It's 70 degrees right now in Auburn, Maine. A little bit of a breeze, but nothing serious. It won't affect the play at all. Going to drop down into the 50s by the time the night is over with as far as game time is concerned. But again, really a picture-perfect night overall. It's what you want for the early season. So the players are about to line up, and they take the walk out to the center circle. Mustangs led by Devin Eliason, the keeper. And Haley Knight, who we just discussed, is leading her team out. You'll see them come into your picture in just one moment. The 3 referees set to go, and here they go. See our 2 teams out in the center circle. The Mustangs wearing the home whites with a red, the Lynx wearing the maroons. And here are the starting lineups. Kayla Amiot will get the start, the freshman. Piper Flood, number 2. Adrian Dorr with a hat trick on Sunday, starting number 4. Morgan Rule, the senior, number 6. Eva LaValle will start, number 7. Leah Davignon, the rookie, will start, number 9. Meg Pellerin, the junior, number 11 in the starting lineup. Kylie Prusha, sophomore, number 15. Olivia Blatt, who scored on Sunday, number 16, starts. And Tyler Harrington, we didn't mention her as far as her overall accomplishments are concerned. Valentine, the junior, number 1. Megan Remington wears number 5, the rookie defender. Michaela Martirano, the junior. She wears number 7. Jalen Poitras, a rookie from Wyndham, wears number 8. She'll start. Lily Caban, who had a goal and a couple assists on Saturday. Goal again on Sunday, will start. She's number 9. Bianca Gilmore, the sophomore from Ellsworth, Maine, scored her first ever Central Maine goal on Sunday. She'll start tonight. Heather Nelson, number 14, sophomore defender. Conference in the Yankee Small College Conference last year. She'll start, number 15. The rookie from Knutsford, England, number 19, Kiki Shepard, will start up front. And back on defense, Emma Koch, the sophomore from Rumford. She wears number 26. Devin Eliason from Reedfield, starting in goal once again. We'll take a pause for the national anthem here in Auburn. Teams will shake hands and get set to go. And again, this promises to be a very good game between 2 teams who always seem to be at the top of the table in the Yankee Small College Conference. Central Maine is undefeated in 4 against NHTI. It was a 2-2 draw in Concord last season. In those 4 games, the Mustangs 2-0-2 since a 3-0 loss in Concord back in 2022. See how this one plays out. It might be a game that, even though it's early in September, that may go a long way in deciding who does top the table and have the preferred spots in the playoffs. Come the postseason in October into November. So, again, early season, huge points on the line. 3 up front for the Mustangs today. They'll go with a 4-3-3 for Coach Rob Rodriguez. And again, he's got to do make some changes overall. This is a very different team than he's had the last couple of years as far as how they approach putting goals in. Defensively, they'll be very tight, but goal-scoring wise, that's been the question. But they certainly found some goals over the course of the weekend with those wins over Fashion Institute of Technology, scoring 7 goals over those 2 games. So priming the pump there will be a really big deal, I would think, as we'll welcome Caleb Lamb into the broadcast. And we're talking here, big game early on, too, when you got the 2 teams that seem to always be battling for one of the prime spots in the regular season table. Playing this early seems a long way away till the postseason, but this might be a deciding factor as far as who's where in the standings.
Yeah, boy, if you haven't already talked about it on the pregame, came down to the very last tiebreaker before the coin toss in the YSCC standings for the number 1 overall seed. And as we saw, it was very important. The Mustangs had a tougher matchup in the semifinals against number 3 Paul Smiths and got upset. The only thing that separated these 2 teams last year after tying in the regular season was the fact that NHTI beat Vermont State University Johnson on the road. Mustangs only managed a tie in that game. So very thin margins and pretty much the same team back from last season.
Should be a good one as we get set to go. It'll be the Lynx who will start off in possession. Ready to kick it off is Leah Davignon, a rookie from Guilford, New Hampshire. Everyone from the Granite State on this Lynx team today, many from the Lakes region, not too far from Concord. And once Davignon gets the okay from the officials, once they're all set, we'll be set to go.
Absolutely beautiful night for it, considering that
perfect.
we are approaching mid-September at this point.
Yep. Yeah, enjoy this now because it won't be like this in late October.
Isn't that the truth?
Usually. You never know, sometimes. It is New England after all. We're underway. Sit back, relax, enjoy wherever you're watching this game tonight, Mustangs fan or Lynx fan, or just want to watch a good matchup. And first whistle is a handball against Olivia Varney as that bounced up on her, and the Lynx will waste no time here. Adrienne Dorr to Tyler Harrington. Those are the 2 captains. Harrington is an all-conference player as well. Had a hat trick on Sunday against UMA. Played high in the air. Koch chasing that back down the field. It's controlled, however, by Meg Pellerin. Pellerin down that touch line. Ela LaValle is there. Almost picked off by the Mustangs. Rule. Harrington will work outside to Olivia Blad. Another goal scorer on Sunday. Blad, the sophomore. Chipping in on the offense. Davignon dispossessed. Megan Remington, impressive addition from Bangor. In possession now. Got stood up there by Meg Pellerin, however.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of bright spots for the Mustangs to take from that 7-0 loss to Husson in their home opener, but Megan Remington was certainly one of them with how she played defensively.
Devin Eliason alert off that line to make sure she got to the ball first. She had company there with Davignon.
And Eliason, you could probably also say, was a bright spot in that game. A lot of shots coming the Mustangs' way the last time they were on this field.
Of course, she's got big shoes to fill, Eliason, when you take over for an All-American and Emma Knowles. She's looked very good here in the early going. Amiot scored in her debut on Sunday, first game. Marked the occasion with a goal in that win over UMA. Flag is up on the far side for an offside. That'll turn the ball back over to the Mustangs.
So you're saying a back-to-back, 2-time YSCC Goalkeeper of the Year and USCAA All-American might give you a little pressure to step into in the shoes of. Okay.
As I said in Monty Python, only slightly.
If we're going to start making Monty Python references, I'm going to pull out a bunch of stuff about the Philosopher's Soccer Game sketch from way back in the day.
It'll be a long night if that's the case.
Well, all right. We'll save that for later on.
We'll see what the scoreline is, right? Gonna have some filler if any games get out of hand, but I don't see this one being one of those games. This one should go right down to the wire, you would think. Mustangs trying to regain possession in person of Lily Caban. Bianca Gilmore will keep the ball in play. Lynx aggressive here. It's kicked ahead by Dorr, but it'll roll over the goal line for a goal kick.
It's good overload press. If you divide the field in half vertically, they had all 10 outfield players on the left side trying to put pressure on the ball and take away the passing lanes. And it is very aggressive but effective early on.
Collapse down on this near side, really nowhere at all for the Mustangs to go. Eliason with a goal kick. The Lynx back in possession, Tyler Harrington again. Then wide to Pellerin. No way through the Mustangs' defense on that occasion, but it is a throw-in for the visitors.
20, 25-yard passes out to the wingers like Poitras there. The more that's going to be difficult to connect on. There's not a lot of room for error.
Dorr, a decent ball toward Amiot. Bouncing around in the area, and a save made by Eliason on that quick turnaround shot. Good pressure here in the early going by the visitors.
That looked like it was headed inside the post. That's good work from a tight angle to make sure that was going inside inside the woodwork.
Here they come again, the Lynx. Davignon with it now off the Amiot feed. Chance here at the 18 for Amiot, and good work from Remington to knock it away from her fellow first year. This will be the first corner of the game as that deflects off Koch. And the Lynx will take that corner from the far side. It'll be Adrienne Dorr, the co-captain. She's assigned to take the kick, setting up left-footed. In-swinger is on the way. Good delivery, too. That went over the head of Piper Flood. There's a shot blazed over the bar by LaValle. LaValle had the game-winning penalty kick in the shootout last year in the title game to beat Paul Smith's. Their first attempt, not too far over the bar.
Sat up nicely for her, but just couldn't keep those shoulders level, leaning back, and that ball always rising on her.
Eliason playing it out wide. It did get through to Margarano. The Mustangs having a hard time keeping possession. Look at it back here. Koch for the ladies in whites. Koch from Caban. Trying to play back on this side. Headed out of the air by Blatt. Prusha. LaValle, excellent tackle made by Varney. The Lynx with the ball again. Here's Pellerin. Switching the field to Piper Flood. Flood from Alton, New Hampshire, the pretty town right in the lake, Winnipesaukee. Bounced up on Dorr. She'll play it to Harrington. Harrington trying the through ball. The Mustangs' defense is there. There's Koch. Played that away, and a good curling shot, but plenty of time for Eliason to get there to stop Kayla Amiot's attempt.
I like that ball in, though. That's a nice job to play that to the left for 5 minutes.
All Lynx when it comes to possession here in the first 5. We'll try to go through again. That'll die with Emma Koch. Koch works back outside with Amiot in pursuit. And wins the throw for the Mustangs.
Koch very patient under pressure for a defender. She's not going to panic, but right now, just with how big the gap is between the winger and the outside fullback in this formation, it's a lot to ask to be able to bend that ball around an on-rushing player.
Heather Nelson took a peek over her shoulder to make sure that she didn't have too much pursuit from Davignon. Let the ball roll out of play for a goal kick.
Goal kick's another one to look at, Rob. I think we'll see Devin Eliason take all of them rather than try to bring a defender in to help with that. But being able to get good distance on those, help clear some of this very aggressive high press, that could be key.
Dorr, a left-footed shot that drifts just wide. We'll have our first substitutes as Tia Bocci will come in now. Bocci will come in now. It's a short O, not a long O. I checked before the game. And Kayla Amiot will head to the bench. Pretty good effective first 8 minutes for the rookie from Pembroke, New Hampshire.
I was going to say a little bit of a surprise sub with how many attempts she'd had early on here.
We'll see how long she's over on the bench. It just went over the touch line. The referee, linesman saw it in the near side, so a throw in for the Mustangs.
It is a small bench for NHTI, we should point out, so part of that could just be wanting to make sure they start the rotation, get as much rest here and there throughout the first half as they can.
That's a good ball played in. Davignon had it taken away. Megan Remington drifted back to break up what looked like a glorious scoring opportunity for NHTI. But it will be their second corner. This time it'll be Piper Flood, who just entered the game. She'll take it. Olivia Blad coming up, if she wants to play it short. Blad's wide open. There's plenty of time and space. Blad, good delivery. Deflects high and poked home. It's a goal for Leah Davignon, her first ever.
Yes, she's able to stay with it, and all she had to do was prod it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net.
Great poise, too, there as the ball bounced up on her, and sometimes you rush that situation. And other times, too, you think you need to put more drive on the ball than you actually do. Just a quick little touch into the back of the net is all it took, and Davignon, her first goal of the season, first goal for the Lynx. And NHTI draws first blood. Martirano. Caban. Very aggressive pursuit. It pays off once again for the Lynx as they take the ball. LaValle.
Was she the one that delivered that ball off the short corner?
No, it was Olivia Blad who came up.
Gotcha.
And it looked bad from the start because no one marked Blad. They played it quickly to her, and she had tons of time to make that a delivery into the area, and it was perfect. Varney played that outside. Mustangs work that ahead. Shepard. And a good battle over there with Morgan Rule. And Rule with the victory. Pellerin's pass intercepted. Here's Rule again. Bocce plays that outside, but too far for her teammate. It's a throw-in for Central Maine. Pictures of Saturday all over again. The Mustangs fell behind early, allowing a goal a little bit later in the 12th minute against Fashion Institute of Technology. As Shakespeare said, all's well that ends well, and certainly ended well. And maybe a chance here. Martirano with a loose ball, got clipped, but a clean tackle made there. And really one that saved a scoring opportunity by Blad and Prusha there too.
Prusha had to get that timing exactly right. Always dangerous when you're in the top of the penalty area like that. Not only are you risking the penalty shot, but potential red card in that situation for denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunity. So a good job to make sure that that tackle was spot on.
Well, a rare mistake so far for the Lynx that set up Martirano, the transfer from Southern Maine Community College, who got her first Mustangs goal on Saturday. Lynx with a throw-in. Piper Flood looking to settle. Oh, good first touch by Flood. She ricocheted that off a Mustang player, Gilmore.
Poitras is onside here.
Yeah, Poitras in possession, has Martirano going to goal. Martirano, though, marked by two players. It was a 2-on-4. The visitors back to defuse it. Morgan Rule, Meg Pellerin both came back to trap the Mustangs on that far side. Played back to Flood. Davignon. Flood in the overlap. Toward goal, no problem at all for Elias, and she's all by herself there and makes the grab. And any chance they get, the Lynx, to put the ball toward goal and to serve it into the area, they're taking it. Bocce. Good work by Gilmore to step up and drive that out into touch.
Just has the looks that this 4-3-3 formation that CM has come out in seems to be leaving too big of a hole in the midfield. There's a lot of different ground and spots for these three central midfielders to try and cover, and just not linking up at the moment.
That's played back by Harrington. Looking outside to Blad. Prusha dispossessed. Martirano showed her too much of the ball, and Martirano trying to outrun the defense, but they're back. Martirano wait for the cavalry to arrive and lost possession to Blad. Koch. Gave a little too much space to Dorr, who poked it off her foot. LaValle, nice ball to Dorr, had to slow down for it, however. Dorr, again trying to go through. Not that time. Once again knocked away by Remington, who's been busy here early. There she is again in pursuit. Out comes the keeper, Elias, and make the claim down low. Flood. Door. Left-footed shot, a little bit of a worm burner, skipping on the turf. Drifting away from Eliason, as you saw, but she got over to make the save again.
That's a great shot there through the legs of the defender. And as you said, that was skipping towards the bottom corner. Eliason had to be alert to get down low in time.
Davignon won't get there. Heather Nelson blasts it away, only as far as Prussia, however. 50-50 ball. As I thought it was at first. Varney wasn't as close as I thought. She wisely deferred. Here come the Lynx again. Piper Flood working outside. Meg Pellerin back to Flood again as they play pass. Pellerin banged that off of Gilmore. Lynx still control it. Flood again blocked. That's one thing the Mustangs have shown quite a bit of acumen in here in the early going, is getting in front of shots and taking away long-range opportunities especially.
You can see poor Bianca Gilmore there just stuck trying to essentially cover two players playing a 2-on-1 game on that right sideline, and that is going to be difficult to stay with. You know, all they're looking for is...
And again, no problem there. Stopped in her tracks by Prussia, recovered, had to play that back, however. Davignon steals.
Martirano's just been a little bit guilty of having the ball on her foot for too long at the moment, Rob. A couple of chances to get forward that the pass never came to try to free one of the other two forwards up front.
Piper Flood's kept that in play, and she has space, but her cross too close to the keeper, Eliason. And really giving up a lot of space on the flank to the Lynx, who have already victimized the Mustangs once on a good long cross into the area. Now this time going over the top. Caban's in a foot race. Caban wins the foot race. Takes the shot, the first one for the Mustangs, right at Haley Knight, the second-team All-American, who makes the save.
That was Kiki Shepard actually who made
you.
that run forward, and you've been waiting for one of those balls with how high the line has been for NHTI. Just that chance to serve over the top and make it a foot race. See what kind of speed these defenders have.
I saw the 9, Caleb, but I didn't see the 1.
And very similar looking gals as they both made an appearance in the game day graphic as well today.
And Kiki Shepard, of course, a newcomer to the program this year. Cabana Jr. That's a good touch by Blad to go around the corner on the outside. Played to the edge of the area and out, but not out of danger. Harrington, long range, into the side netting, and they'll allow Elena LeBlanc to get into the game. LeBlanc, a sophomore from Old Orchard Beach. Darcy Stone in as well. She'll check in for NHTI. Eva LaValle off for NHTI, and Olivia Varney will get a rest for the Mustangs.
I think a little bit of confusion about the NHTI substitution. I don't think they got the right player off there.
Well, that's what Heidi Crockett said, that she didn't want a player that came off to come off. That was Eva LaValle. So we'll see how long she's over there on the bench. And if the 3-time YSCC Coach of the Year decides to pop her right back in. A 1-0 lead, 1-0 lead to play with. The Lynx have been in control here. Bounces a couple of times to Eliason.
And how many times over the course of your career have you seen a team punished for not being ruthless enough early on?
Usually it's plays like that. Poitras ahead. Couldn't quite catch up with that. Martirano's got it now. Wanted Poitras, but she's marked. Now help coming up, arriving for the Mustangs. LeBlanc just in the game. Trying to reconnect with Martirano there, but pushed it too far ahead. And Dorr tried to start the break, broken up by Koch.
Blonde, another speedster to bring on the field as well.
Poitras played that back to Caban. Looking for Shepard. Kiki Shepard just couldn't switch that to her stronger foot. Lost her balance, and it's a goal kick. But a sign of intent for the Mustangs. As Eva LaValle right back in the game. Remember, she wasn't supposed to be replaced in the first place. Morgan Rule will come off.
Unfortunate there for CMCC. Another good opportunity by the looks of it, but Kiki just appeared to lose her balance as she was trying to hit that with the outside of her right foot running to her left. Not an easy one to connect on, but I think she could sense, hey, goalkeeper's coming out to cut down the angle. All I got to do is slip this past her.
Davignon ahead from LaValle. LaValle and Flood with a great game of pass over on that far sideline. Shepard tried to work that ahead. Defensively, Tiabachi is there to make the claim. Flood with plenty of time and space. Flood squared. Harrington. Harrington's step over. Couldn't get free from Madison Valentine, one of the captains for the Mustangs. Blad walking by Martirano. Blad still in possession. Harrington. Davignon edge of the area at the 18, broken up by Gilmore. And they'll race for the ball on the touchline. It'll be a throw in for the Lynx. Pellerin on the throw. Good distance on that, but nobody there in maroon to pick it up. Although a miscue here might have a chance, an opportunity, and a great save off Darcy Stone for Elias, and it would be very quick after that terrible giveaway by the Mustangs inside the area.
That is a phenomenal save diving to the left. Two strong hands behind it from Eliason, and enough to turn it around the post, but an opportunity that goes begging after, as you said, a horrendous giveaway there.
Third corner of the first half for the Lynx. Another in-swinger on the way. This one scuffed a bit, ends up in the side netting. Now allow Kayla Amiot to come right back in. Amiot will replace Piper Flood. Goal kick was scuffed a bit there too, and that's turned right over to Darcy Stone again, but dispossessed by Koch. Four players battling for it by the near touchline. Next player fell down, that's Blad. Prusha using the left foot to switch the field. The Mustangs ready for that. Caban trying to spring Martirano, but great work by Prusha to get back. However, that's Poitras. It's a throw in for the Lynx. We'll do it again as that ricochets off Poitras. Blad. Good switch all the way across to Pellerin. She's got room. Amiot calling for it. They find her on the right flank. Amiot with Gilmore approaching. Help from LaValle arriving. Davignon. Too many Mustangs there to force them back out. That will roll out for a goal kick. I think Gloria San Pedro into the game. Former UMF Beaver. Had an assist on her debut on Saturday against Fashion Institute. And she'll take Marta.
Could work very well for the Mustangs. They've got a lot of attacking options here. So you've seen Gloria San Pedro cycle in. Sarah Labby can play up front there. Zion Armstrong as well. So there's a lot of different looks that you can give with that front three.
Heather Nelson couldn't take any chances on that ball into the area. She'll play it out for a corner. Number 4 here. So we're halfway through the first half. And once again, it'll be Darcy Stone for a Belmont Raider in Belmont, New Hampshire. Setting up left-footed. And the swinging corner, not a bad one, headed away by Remington.
Much better delivery from the one before, obviously. That was a great ball in there, but Remington, she is not afraid to put her noggin on those and just drive them away from goal. Every team needs a defender like that.
And she knows where the ball's going to be, too. Her anticipation has been very strong. And again, the first few games I've seen her play, she's been an anchor back there.
Not having to run much to the spot. She's usually in the right area to just make a slide over and get her head on it.
24th minute here. The goal was in the 9th. Leah Davignon off a corner. And a feed from Olivia Blatt. Dorr. Good turn by Harrington. The two All-Americans, or YSCC All-Conference players, connect. This is a goal kick for the Mustangs.
Going to give the benefit of the doubt to Tyler Harrington there that was a mishit cross rather
think
than
so.
a wayward shot. At least for stats purposes.
A short goal kick to Koch, but immediately the Lynx right on there. Darcy Stone turning on the pressure and wins the throw. If you don't move quickly in that back third, you're unlikely to escape, at least not with possession.
Yeah, got to have a winger there with heels on the line there if you're going to be able to set that up, because otherwise the angle will never develop for the pass out wide.
Door outside. There's Darcy Stone, who stepped over the ball, but she's back battling again with Koch right there, forcing her to the touchline. Poitras working with Blatt. Koch, long ball towards San Pedro, but stepping up is Bocci. Bocci in possession now, keeping the ball and playing it wide. But trying to volley Darcy Stone. It'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs. And Piper Flood will return to the game for the Lynx.
That's from what we've seen in the early going here, Rob.
No, it's pretty much been the same thing for 25 minutes. The Mustangs just having a real hard time maintaining possession and getting anything going through the middle of the field in the front third. So that's the puzzle that Rob Rodriguez is going to have to crack, is to find some way to gain possession and mount some sort of consistent attack. They've had a couple of chances by long balls mostly that set things up and using their speed, and that could work again. But possession-wise, it's got to be about 75-25 to the Lynx at this point. Dorr, long shot, in. We'll wait to see where that landed, but Adrienne Dorr showing you why. She is a two-time All-American, rattles that off the crossbar, and it's 2-0 to the Lynx.
Wow, beautifully placed shot there, clipping the underside of the crossbar and in, and not much that could be done about that.
And we'll see it here. Yep, no chance at all for Eliason. Just waiting to see if potentially the ball would go straight down and not cross that goal line, but you saw it on that second bounce, clearly into the side netting. So Adrienne Dorr, in the 26th minute, has made it 2-0 to the Lynx. San Pedro was broken up as she tried to walk by Prussia. Dorr outside to Stone. Koch with a defensive play, but that's played again to Piper Flood. Flood taking on two defenders. And Gilmore wins that battle. It'll be a throw-in for the Lynx, however. You wonder now exactly what Coach Rodriguez will do here, down 2-0. You know, one goal you hold on a little bit. 2 goals you have to change things up and put more pressure on. Of course, to do that, you'll need to have possession of the ball.
Sticking with the game plan right now, they're still leaving 3 high, looking for those opportunities to go against this back line for NHTI. But like you said, if you're not able to connect any passes through that 3-man midfield, it doesn't really matter what the formation looks like. You're not going to have enough of it.
Head into the area. The Lynx again cleared out of there, though. Koch and Olivia Varney both there defensively. Varney on that play. Poitras. Played that pass, Caban. Bocci forward, headed outside by LaValle. It's out into touch for a Mustangs throw. Got a couple subs into the game. Morgan Rule back in, and Zion Armstrong will enter for the first time for Central Maine. Armstrong replacing Valentine, and Tyler Harrington will get a break for the Lynx.
Slightly interesting change there. Zion, we've already seen her on the score sheet for Central Maine, but can play pretty much in any spot on the field, but dropping into that 3-man midfield rather than going up top.
Zion had a goal on her debut against the Thomas College Terriers. Mustangs with possession now. San Pedro. Diffused in the middle by Bocci. Shepard. Had to work that back. Armstrong. Careened off her. This will be a throw-in for NHTI. And Moira Irish will enter the game for the first time, the freshman from North Conway, New Hampshire. My second favorite town in the Granite State, actually. Only after Lincoln, the other side of the Kankamangas Highway.
Just love that you have a second favorite town in New Hampshire.
I have about
Rob.
20 favorite towns in New Hampshire. I can make a whole list. Hanover's probably third. And then Bristol.
Can you tell me about your fifth favorite food and your sixth favorite car as well?
No, I'm not as much of a foodie or car guy, but I
right.
do love my New Hampshire towns.
All right.
It's played outside, a throw-in as Amiot's over to take the throw.
We'll give you a pass with your links to Dartmouth hockey over there in Hanover.
That's part of it. Spending a lot of time in the Granite State as a younger man, I learned to appreciate a lot of the Franconia as well. That's on the list.
Love how much we're learning about you this season, Rob. Scottish towns, New Hampshire towns. It's excellent.
Yeah, no Scottish players to fawn over today. Now the corner, though. This is number 5 for the Lynx.
Had a very dangerous in-swinger with that left foot last time. Have to beware here.
Darcy Stone, another decent one. That's deflected by Dorr toward the post. It bounced off a Mustangs player, though, so we'll do it all over again. Knocked down by the Mustangs, cleared easily that time. LaValle. Got by the defensive Caban. And rolls into the keeper and Eliason. Pick it up. Good high ball, deflected by Poitras. But she's between two Lynx, and they team up to take that away. Prussia and Blad. This is Blad with it. Great work by Poitras to get right back on it and make the claim. And she's won a throw-in for the Mustangs. Kiki Shepard will come out. Olivia Varney, all-conference player in the Yankee Small College Conference last year, will pop in. She's got the single career goal-scoring record MCI. 100 goals in her career for the Huskies in high school. Also the single season record, too. So she put up quite some numbers up there in Pittsfield as a high school player, graduating in the class of 2024.
I'll be curious to see if this means a change in formation or if she is going to stay up top in Shepard's spot. But by the looks of it right now, this might be morphing more into a 4-4-2.
That pass was behind Piper Flood. Little respite now for the Mustangs, as Nelson will let that roll for a goal kick.
Varney is stationed way out there in that forward role right at the moment. But you can see Caban, Poitras may be playing as the second forward right now, but LeBlond tucked into the middle along with Zion and Gloria. A little bit different look.
Varney did score last weekend, her first goal of the season, and 7th in her career for the Mustangs. Prussia back. Returned by Morgan Rule. Prussia. Not bad. She was looking for Dorr, but kind of played her wrong-footed. Get the ball right back, though, in the throw-in after the Mustangs play it into touch. Stone shielded off well by LeBlanc. Towed ahead by Poitras. Bocce stepping up. Armstrong.
Well, you can see Varney clearly giving the message we need more of a physical presence up front, needs someone for hold-up play, so using her shoulder very well there and putting the body into the defender.
LaValle has Darcy Stone. Stone with Koch on her. Didn't want to challenge the Mustang sophomore. They'll work it out wide to Blad. Blad with that strong foot we saw on the assist she made in the opening goal. Blad switching to the right foot. Mustangs gave her a little space there. And Nelson challenged and forced the ball back outside. LaValle sets up. Couldn't quite get square to it, and the ball well wide. See our first appearance from the rookie Haley Cochran. That's number 12 on your screen right now. And Darcy Stone will grab the penny and head to the bench. 33rd minute here in Auburn. Leah Davignon in the 9th minute opened things up for the Lynx. Adrienne Dorr shot off the crossbar and in the 26th minute, doubling the advantage. That skipped away from Prussia, but she recovered. Now outside Irish. A throw in for the Mustangs. The opening game in conference play for Central Maine. Second game in conference play for the Lynx. What a team to start with if you're Central Maine to take on this NHTI team.
And of course, with the change this year in the Yankee for women's soccer, switching to a two-division standing within the conference play. So you've got an East and West setup, means you will see this team again on their home field later on as the lights flicker on here in Auburn.
Yeah, trip to Concord in mid-October, I think, right?
Yep.
Wouldn't be a bad road trip.
Not at all. NHTI, that was the site of both men's and women's soccer championships in the Yankee Conference for quite a few years in a row.
Go say hi to our friend Mike Martineau, who I know is very active at NHTI as far as working with some of these teams. It's played outside. Haley Cochran's the first to the contest. Adrian Dorr, who's got that goal, will come off, and Eva LaValle earns a rest as well. Nice long throw and a bit of traffic there, and it hopped all the way over Flood to Koch. Koch badgered by Flood, and Flood forces the turnover. Olivia Blad. Good work to step up on that by Poitras, but just couldn't maintain control. Excellent tenacity and hustle, though, by the rookie from Wyndham. Caban popping that ahead. Can Varney get on it? Has help from Caban. Varney played that ahead. Here's Varney. Varney! And a save from Knights. Good work coming back defensively. Kylie Prussia back in there to force the issue.
It's a good attempt on that run, but once again, both shots, the first one coming from Kiki Shepard, that one there from Olivia Varney, both right down the middle, not troubling the goalkeeper who you'd like to put under some pressure.
Blad catches that in stride. Oh, great work by Armstrong, seemingly coming out of nowhere to steal that. The throw in for the Lynx. Bouncer, Davignon trying to control that. She got the first goal of the game for NHTI. Played into space. Caban's in a foot race there with Irish. Irish had a long head start, but Caban made that interesting. Irish playing that back to Knight, who booms it away. That bounced through. The flag is up for an offside.
That's always a tricky one there. Do you call that an attempt to play the ball by the defender and it comes off of them? Is it just the deflection? In which case the offside is still enforced, and that's how the linesman read it. But
I think he got that one right.
I think so too.
There to harass her. Good work by Remington. Draws the free kick on the foul. Remington from Bangor, we mentioned her. Then for Bangor Christian, state all-star last year. That's when the Mustangs first saw her play at the state all-star game. Got the attention of the Mustangs coaching staff, and here she is. Major factor in this Central Maine defense. Mustangs added a player this week, too, I saw. Speaking of Maine players, a little further north, Skylar Oakes from Fort Fairfield, Maine.
That's correct.
The Tigers of Fort Fairfield, I believe. Oh, that's good poise by Blad because she had company from Poitras. One miscue, and that would have been a scoring opportunity for the Mustangs. Olivia Varney's over to take the throw. The referee hasn't noticed, I don't think, that Sarah Labby wants to get
We'll have
back
Sarah
in.
Labby slide forward just a little bit there to be a little more noticeable.
Chested down from Prussia. Amiot. Yeah, a throw in for the Lynx. Ball deflects from Armstrong, played back. Shift through players. She's got some assistance there, too, from Poitras.
Just couldn't get that one to sit up correctly there. Needed that to keep on bouncing through the defense to run onto.
So here comes Sarah Labby. Labby back on the Mustangs. Missed the year last year when she came back, got an assist immediately in her first game against Thomas College.
Player's been working very hard on her game, especially in the summer, and certainly lends a good offensive game to this field that she can just be able to pick corners, be able to deliver decently hard shots from distance, as we saw with the free kick against Thomas that led to Zion Armstrong's season-opening goal.
Scored some goals at Biddeford High School, where she's from. Didn't score a ton in the first season she played, but she didn't get a chance to play up front all that much, with Natalie Tracy kind of taking that role for the most part. And kind of hard to take her out of the lineup, the All-American.
Her and Lakin Hink were a very, very good, dangerous
That was a
goal-scoring duo. You talk about trying to crack the lineup. Hard to do so with those two players in front of you.
There's some space on that far side. There's Leah Davignon, who's got one already. This time, goal kick for the Mustangs here in the 40th minute. Sarah Labby's first touch. And too far for Armstrong, picked off by Prussia. Prusha's been very effective defensively in the first half for the visitors from Concord. There she is now. She didn't like that pass she just made. Kind of hurt her. Express her displeasure with that. But it is possession for the Lynx. Nope, they've changed that. It'll be Mustang's throw. And Martirano comes back in, replacing Lily Caban. So Martirano shifting from the right side to the left side.
Koch can serve this one down the line. Nicely done.
Bouncing ball and towed away. Nice work. Buena Strickland. That's headed back toward the corner flag, but kept in there by the Lynx. Played up the sideline right at us. Great work. Cochran just played it too far ahead. Did nicely to keep possession for a moment there and work it down the touchline. Armstrong a little late. Davignon now with it. But her pass intercepted. Leah Davignon had it pushed away from her by Gilmore. Amiot can't catch up to it, runs out of space in the touchline. A throw in for Central Maine.
Blonde had a good run to get free down that right side, but was almost too fast for her own good. Not a lot to aim at in that box with everyone trailing behind her trying to catch up.
Mustangs trying to pick out Martirano on that far side. It was out of her reach and touch for a throw. Played in quickly, Amiot. She's got good wheels down that sideline. Excellent work again by Remington to head away a threatening ball bound for Leah Davignon.
Been great speed, but also very accurate passing from NHTI. That's been the key to their domination in this first half.
Really all three facets of the field. Very tough to get past that back line. The midfield play has been extremely strong, setting up those through balls. And no problems with the finishing from Davignon and Dorr so far. They've got the two goals.
They like forcing those long balls over the heads of the defender down the sideline. Even if the defender gets there first, you're stepping right to him. And who are they going to pass to?
Case in point, defensively, that's a good play by San Pedro to try to claim it in the touchline, and almost did so, but it's a throw for the Lynx. A lackadaisical play from Cochran that'll turn things over to the Mustangs. Sometimes you can be a little too nonchalant, even in that much space, and sometimes the time and space can make you that way. Headed forward from Blad. Koch. Throwing for the Mustangs.
We'll give credit to Gloria San Pedro there. She might only be 5'1", but she competes on every header, battling, very physical player.
Nice touch by Bocci in the face of two on-rushing Mustangs. Played ahead. A foul called as Tyler Harrington was a little contact from behind. The referee waiting to see if there was an advantage, and then awards the free kick.
This is one for Koch, who's former goalkeeper. Just take some time and serve it.
Good service, too. Martirano. Can she catch up to it? Not quite. It's a goal kick for the Lynx.
Excellent ball over the top from Koch, though.
Yeah, that's where you want it. Well placed.
Get that first touch under control and be able to set those chances up. And you feel like we've said more than once an errant first touch from a CMCC player in this first half.
Really, there's no margin for error against this Lynx team the way they come at you overall. You don't have much time on the ball, so a bad first touch really sets you up at a disadvantage. San Pedro tried to get by. She did bounce that off a Lynx player for a throw-in for the Mustangs. They're about to enter the 45th minute this first half. This has been better for the Mustangs, though, over the last 5 or 6 minutes, and maybe a chance for Varney here. But shielded off nicely by our numerical counterpart, Kylie Prusha. Foul called this time on the Mustangs. San Pedro over to kind of give a pat in the back to the fouled player. Got in a little too low and took her down. Free kick for the Lynx.
Well, when you're 5'1", you're pretty much always coming in a little low on those aerial battles there. But
Not
as
much
you
you
said,
can do. You're right.
kind of swept the legs out from under her a little bit there. That's always tough.
Played ahead toward Armstrong. It was popped over her head. There's Irish. Irish battling Martirano for the Mustangs. Martirano wins the throw. Not much time, though. 30 seconds left. Bocci deflected that off her head, but it stayed in possession for the Lynx. They'll play it past the midfield stripe. Amiot's out there. And Amiot's got plenty of time and space. Great work by Remington as Amiot showed her too much and paid the price.
Did well covering for Gilmore there on that left back side and got the timing on the tackle perfect.
Maybe one more chance for the Lynx, but they have to hurry. So we're down to 3 seconds. That'll be it. No further opportunities here in the first half. So the first 45 has come to an end, and New Hampshire Technical Institute, the Lynx, with a 2-goal lead, well-deserved for their play, I would say, Caleb, in the first 45.
Yeah, you have to just look at the number of chances they had in that first 10 minutes. A lot of shots in very tough spots. Eliason called on more than once for a full extension save. So right now there's got to be some rethinking of this one. I think you're down by 2 and you haven't really been able to get a foothold in the game. It feels like it's maybe take this opportunity to think up plan B and see if you can't catch the Lynx by surprise in the second half.
So while Coach Rob Rodriguez does that, we'll step aside for a break. We'll come back at halftime, show you the goals from the first half. We'll step aside for now. It's a 2-0 score line. New Hampshire Technical Institute leading Central Maine Community College on Munzing Media.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
The USCAA provides our
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals. Call us to explore your options today.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically spent. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
The Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everyone.
It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCAA.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Kennedy back here with you in Auburn. It's 2-0 at the half. The visiting New Hampshire Technical Institute Lynx with the lead over the Central Maine Community College Mustangs. And it was all Lynx in the first half possession-wise. It didn't take them long to get on the scoreboard either. The 9th minute, you'll see a goal, the first one ever for the rookie Leah Davignon here. Great play into the box by Olivia Blad and settled nicely. Davignon, a bouncing ball, a little poise, and hard to do that out of the air in the volley with that left foot. And she was smart enough to realize she didn't need power. Just 17 minutes later in the 26th minute, and it was scored by an outstanding goal scorer. Just see this shot kissed off the underside of the crossbar. Nothing at all Devin Eliason can do for that Adrian Dorr shot. She had a hat trick against UMA on Sunday, scoring her 25th career goal. To none for the Lynx overall. Each team called for one offside. Not many fouls in this game, just 3 for the Mustangs and 2 for the Lynx. No one even coming close to approaching a card at this point. So we'll take another break and see if the Mustangs can get right back into things in the second half. They trail the Lynx 2-0 here at halftime on Munsing Media.
Are you stuck with an annuity that's not meeting your needs? Maybe the returns are lower than you expected, or the terms no longer fit your financial goals. Upgrading your annuity could be the solution you've been looking for. With better rates, more flexible options, and the potential to increase your income, upgrading can help you make the most of your investment. We are here to guide you through the process, making it easy and ensuring your financial future is based on your specific goals. Call us to explore your options today.
For years, you've worked hard. For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Science
Be a game warden.
Forensics Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a psychologist.
Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust for fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine.
You just don't want to get boxed in. And
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication.
Awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's prepared me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
The USCII provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCII.
At the second half here, the team's still warming up as you take a look at the visitors from Concord, New Hampshire, the New Hampshire Technical Institute Lynx, the defending champs of the Yankees Small College Conference, winning their overall 5th title, actually 9th title. It was 5th title for their coach, Heidi Crockett. 9th title in school history, though, where they win over Paul Smith's College in penalty kicks after a scoreless 90. Finals appearance, and league championship for the Lynx, and who knows, they might be right back and doing that again this year. They certainly look good in the first 45, controlling play territorially and being 2 goals to the good here at halftime. We showed you those goals at halftime. Leah Davignon, her first ever goal for the Lynx in the 9th minute, and on the opposite end of the spectrum, Adriana Dorr scoring the 26th minute, her 26th career goal for the Lynx and 4th of the season after a hat trick again, heading back out on the pitch. And no changes for the Mustangs as far as the goalkeeping position is concerned. Devin Eliason will go right back out between the posts for the Mustangs. The first time she's come out for the second half, I think, as usually the Mustangs have been doing the 45 and 45 thing, but this game against the Lynx, she looks like she'll play the whole 90. NHTI heading out now. The Mustangs will start in possession here, and the home whites, they will attack from right to left in the second half. There we are. I'm Rob Kennedy. That's Caleb Lamb, was also having to do all of the scoring too here, so he does double and triple duty for the most part. All the announces before the game, the live stats, if you're following along with the stats at home, and filling in commentary as well. True renaissance man here at Central Maine Community College.
I was going to say, if you just posed me a question, my apologies.
Let's see if the Mustangs, what kind of changes they would have here. It's played back to the keeper, Hillary Knight, who booms that away. She's got a very powerful right foot. Hasn't been pressed in action all that much yet. Devin Eliason had to face 6 shots. That was played nicely by Valentine. Went back in her direction. Dorr right in the middle of the fray. Had to play that outside to Sarah Miller, who had to come back for it. There's Martirano to try to dispossess her. LaValle regaining control. Meg Pellerin. Not a great ball there, but Bocce was alert and changed directions and got there in front of Poitras, who was all by herself and had a runway to the goal if she came up with that ball first. Now back down the far side. The Lynx trying to attack as they play it down the flank. Good work on that touch line by the defender, Emma Koch, who stayed with the attacking player the entire time.
Gave Dorr no room to be able to serve one into the box.
Darcy Stone out there too, a long ball in that'll bounce, a one-hopper up to Eliason, who had Amiot right there looking for a mistake. The sure-handed keeper played that one to perfection. Good header by Pellerin. That's poked ahead by Sarah Miller. Amiot's the first one there. Kayla Amiot. Delivery into the area, bouncing inside the 18 and cleared away by the Mustangs.
You can see the speed this NHTI team has and how much difference it makes, but maybe CMCC can countersuit with their own speed.
Martirano play also working the midfield quite well. That'll bounce in toward the goal. Knight watches that drift harmlessly wide.
Just make sure you can get your foot, your chest on the ball, hold it up, and allow the team to come forward before you dish that pass off or try to turn and run.
Very well paid dividends for the Mustangs. The only problem with that is that approach with the speed for the Lynx does kind of give them time to attack the person in possession, the player with the ball.
Oh, they're going to have to be strong on the ball, that's for sure.
No question. Played back by Bocce to the keeper, Knight. Knight again blazes that upfield. Varney trapped it. Couldn't maintain possession. Might have it here, though. Here's a chance. Martirano off the upright and right tonight. So close to the...
Intently just held it outside the goal.
A room service hop for her, too. She was caught wrong-footed. It was a great shot for Martirano to make as the keeper had to turn back, as you saw on the replay. Now the Lynx on the attack. And the Mustangs play it to safety. It will be a throw-in, though, for an HTI.
Mustangs, who are still waiting for that first goal on home turf so far this season. Nearly had it right there.
I'd be happy, though, with an early sign of intent in the 4th minute of this second half. Martirano back defensively, forcing the Lynx to hurry that a bit. Popped over Valentine. There's Martirano. Won't catch this. A throw-in for an HTI. Pellerin. Looking for options. Well defended that time by Prussia, who's back. Maybe another chance now for the Mustangs. Turn well by LaValle again. Pellerin. Tried to play that back, but that was Poitras who was poached. Good shot, looking right down the sideline. The referee attending to a fallen NHTI player, Meg Pellerin, but she's all right. Looks like she will come out of the contest for now, though. And Piper Flood will re-enter. Throw is Central Maine's Martirano. Played forward. Poitras on the hop there, but so is Tiabachi. Poitras.
He's usually got a decent delivery there, but that one just arrowed too straight right at the goalkeeper.
Good step up by Valentine. Maybe something going here for the Mustangs. Martirano forced outside. By herself for now. Good challenge going on there. There's a physical battle between Poitras. Amiot in the way. Poitras bouncing right back up. Once again, Remington in the way, and that's a good ball. Shepard. Kiki Shepard couldn't quite get there in time. Was played back to the keeper. And Knight taking no chances, playing that out for the throw for Central Maine.
Smart decision there. Use your keeper and let her serve it away from danger, but much better on the front foot from Central Maine in the second half, at least through the first 7 minutes.
Looking much more threatening in the first 7 minutes here, and they did most of that first 45.
Must be something of halves here, but CMCC still a long road back down the 2 goals. NHTI can afford to be a little bit more defensive-minded here in the second.
Goals came in the 9th minute. Leah Davignon is about to check back in, sitting right off. That'll be out of the reach of number 8, Darcy Stone. So a throw in for the Mustangs. We'll do it again a little further up the field for Central Maine. Prussia. So reliable back there defensively. Knight. Then right back outside. Nick's working that left touch line. Good long ball into space, trying to catch up to that.
Left flank trying to catch up to some of those through balls, and that's going to tire you out quickly.
NHTI in control again. Maybe switching the field back over here. Not quite yet, as they worked it back. Pass bound for Dorr was knocked away. Now a throw in for the Lynx. And Leah Davignon, the goal scorer, re-entering the contest. Sarah Miller will head off.
A couple of mountain climber stretches there from Megan Remington. Just keep an eye on her legs if she's feeling.
Yeah. Stone. Davignon just in the game. Trying to play that back toward Harrington again. Blad. It's a throw in for the Lynx. That ball in play, a good battle going on that touch line on the far side. Emma Koch defending. Force that back towards Stone again. Delivered into the middle. Stepping up to knock that away. The Mustangs defender. Excellent work by Bianca Gilmore as they push it up the field. The first one there is Tiabachi once again.
Fantastic work from Gilmore, who's just coming up all over the field saying, all right, no one's giving me an outlet, no one's getting open for me, I'll do it myself.
Came up, made the defensive play, and then was up in the mix offensively and almost had that ball won. Bocci. LaValle. Gilmore again in the middle of things. Played forward. Lynx give possession away. Shepard Rolled into some space. The race is on, but Prusha once again wins. And there's Knights again to play it to the far side. And it'll be a Central Maine throw. 57th minute of the 90. Both goals in the first half. Leah Davignon's first ever goal for the Lynx. And Adriana Dorr scoring her 4th goal of the season after a hat trick on Sunday to double the advantage.
Mustangs with the distinct air of a team that are just struggling to figure out the connections. We've mentioned before about how many newcomers there are to the roster. And that will take time, but when you're trying out different formations as well, that can emphasize the problems there of just not so sure who's better suited to step to balls there, what type of run that winger or that forward's going to make out in front of you, and all those little things can add up to cause you problems with possession.
Gilmore working outside. You know, it's a different Rodriguez as far as who you put up front to strike when you have Destiny Moores, Natalie Tracy, Samantha Bellardo as well, the program's leading scorer. Gilmore's had a very good second half, and there she is again. They play it past her to Piper Flood. Flood badgered there by Valentine, who makes the steal. Martirano giving chase, but that'll roll over the touchline for a Lynx throw.
Chance to keep them trapped, though, in their own end. Very deep towards the corner flag here.
Mustangs need an opportunity just to kind of kick the door open and get a little daylight here with 1 goal to have the deficit. Again, they've definitely shown more ability to set up chances in the second half, and in fact almost had the opener. Darcy Stone. Stone and Koch renewing acquaintances. And Koch saves the corner but concedes the throw. Koch again a strong defensive play. Snared by the Lynx. A little collision there. Good physical play by Harrington. Chance to feed this into the area now for NHTI. Chance to feed this into the area now for NHTI. They have Flood there who heads it goalward. And coming out to make the play, Eliason just in front of Kayla Amiot. Martirano. Valentine. Gonna pop that one. Shepard's there. 2-on-2 they come. Now a chance for Poitras. Martirano coming from the left side. But too many defenders there as, again, the Lynx so quick to get back on the ball. You think they're beaten, but they rarely have been. Dorr. Work that ahead. Empty space. Piper Flood on the run. Just beaten to it by Remington, who's got it again. Oh, good touch there by LaValle. Eva LaValle has it again. LaValle waiting for some help. Dorr trying to work through defenders, rolls it into the area. And the Mustangs have to be careful here as they'll play it outside. Martirano has a step. Martirano has some help as well. Touched forward, but a little too far to try to lift it away. Poitras a little heavy on the first touch, couldn't set herself up for that shot or to work a play there. Possession back to the Lynx.
It's really been the issue for Central Maine so far, is just not able to come up with those good settles, good passes right at the vital moment. They've had a couple of half chances, but have not really been able to turn them into dangerous opportunities. And NHTI right now is happy to look at the last half hour of this game with a 2-0 lead.
As long as they can keep the Mustangs' attack at bay, they'll have done enough to take the victory. Amiot, feed that into the area. Doesn't get there. Here's Gilmore again. Gilmore kept that alive for Central Maine, but Amiot claims now. For NHTI, Gloria San Pedro, Zan Armstrong, entering the game once again for the Mustangs. Pellerin Meg Pellerin. They give her opportunity. She shoots. But 2 defenders there. And blocked once again by Remington. That shot over the bar. Not too far off and deflected off a Mustangs player for the first corner kick of the second half for either team. It'll be Piper Flood who'll head over to the far side to take it. Flood's right-footed, looking for an in-swinging corner toward the goal. See if she can pick out her teammate in the area. It's played to the edge, bouncing off Varney. There's a shot, just drifting wide. The opportunity from Tyler Harrington. Harrington a hat trick on Sunday against UMA, had an assist against this Mustangs team last year. She scored 3 times against Central Maine in a couple of games. Had 9 shots on goal against the Mustangs, a personal best in 2023, a couple seasons ago. That's a bouncing ball that almost got through Heather Nelson, but she recovered. Koch stops it on the touchline and hoofs it ahead. This will be a throw-in for Central Maine. Approaching the halfway mark of this second half. It's been better for the Mustangs. Much more even half than the first half, both territorially and possession. No goals for either team.
That opportunity for Martirano off the post. That's been the closest either side has come.
This will certainly suit the Lynx and Coach Heidi Crockett much more than it'll suit the Mustangs, given they have that 2-goal advantage. Those 2 first-half tallies. Tiabachi. Flood again, the senior. Good square ball to Harrington. Stone. Long shots. Handled well by Eliason. Want to make sure it didn't hit the ground and skip on her. She plucked it out of the air. Meg Pellerin winning another aerial battle. San Pedro mishit it a little bit. That allowed Harrington to come back and steal. Prusha worked that down the touchline again. They love to attack that left flank, the Lynx do. That's where they've been most of this second half, that's for sure. Amyot played that back. Lynx player fell down. That was Harrington allowing the Mustangs to gather the ball. And they'll get a free kick after the foul. Oh, they called that on the Mustangs. It was across the field, so I didn't see it as well as it had been.
Attack she needed.
Piper Flood. Don't want to give her too much room as she passes that outside. Rule into the area, and it just drifted by the far post. And out for a goal kick. Good setup as Morgan Rule fired that right through the area in the 6-yard box. Just no one on the other end of Maroon to tuck it in.
Great ball across the face of goal there, and very indicative of the problems for Central Maine right there. You had Olivia Varney playing very deep. You've got these 3 forwards pressed forward, and there's that huge gap to try to get a pass through all those defenders. NHTI able to force the turnover and almost immediately turn it into a good goal-scoring opportunity.
Scoring chances hard to come by for the Mustangs. A 3rd goal would likely make it academic and put the game away for NHTI should they get one. Pivotal the Mustangs get the next goal if there will be one in this game. It had been Meg Pellerin over there. No one to play this one short.
There is a player down for Central Maine here before this one comes in.
Referee just noticed that and blew the play dead.
Remington has been in some distress with those legs, and I think the cramps just getting to her there. She asked for a teammate to try and help her stretch out.
Yeah, she kind of was tapping her right thigh, so maybe that's the problem right now. Heather Nelson over to help her stretch out. Remington's back up. Flood will be over to take that corner once again.
Well, I think Flood just passed it up. She's now going to go to the
Flood.
middle.
It's not Flood. Left-footed in. Flood's there for it. It's off the upright twice. Off the game. Zion Armstrong in a race, deferred a bit. She knew Bocce was going to get there first, but Bocce had it stolen. In turn by Valentine. Poitras going back inside on Pellerin, trying to play that ahead a little too far for Armstrong. Now work back outside from Dorr to Pellerin. San Pedro a challenge there, and that draws the whistle.
Armstrong rather there.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it was Armstrong. Thank you. And Armstrong took the worst of it. That's the kind of play Armstrong likes to make. She was a leader on a very young Winthrop Ramblers team last year. Very aggressive, feisty player. And that time just got tangled up and landed heavily. It'll take more than that, it looks like, to get Zion out of this game. She wants to stay on, and she will.
Discussion up front here about Gloria Jalen and Kiki Shepard, I think, looking at how that front three is going to operate to try to carve out some chances. But Piper Flood stepping up to take this free kick. She is more than capable of serving this into the danger area from here.
We've seen Flood do this before, even from this distance, and that is another very good ball. Dealt with well by the Mustangs that time. Varney
with a little shoulder bump there to get it away. Anything works.
Trying to play that through, and Poitras just had too many defenders to contend with. Gilmore. That's sky high off the head of Pellerin. Armstrong none the worse for wear. She found Poitras.
They're going to call it back for the foul that was committed before there was any play on given.
It was on Piper Flood, the referee playing advantage, then calling it back as he did in the first half for a free kick.
It's been solid refereeing today.
Yeah.
We've had a good crew.
I don't think the coaches, either one, has had much to complain about at all. I haven't heard any complaints. Gilmore. Played over to the corner of the 18-yard box, turning and firing, and just over the bar. That was Zion Armstrong again.
Just didn't start dipping in time to potentially nestle under the crossbar, and we're going to see Melina Strickland into the game for the first time for the stricken Zion Armstrong.
Strickland, the sophomore from Lowell, Mass. Played a whole bunch of positions when she was in high school for Innovation Academy. Goalkeeper at one point. Played fullback and now being employed to head into the midfield.
She's played a whole bunch of positions here, too. We
Yeah,
saw
she
her
has.
defense against Thomas, and as you said, in the midfield three.
Maybe a chance now, but quickly out. The All-American keeper, Haley Knight. That ball slowed down when it deflected into the area, and Knight was aware. Had to be. That one a scoring chance for Poitras. Gilmore. Chipped over here toward the touch line. Nobody home, so a throw in for the Lynx. The 71st minute of the 90. Time starting to get short for the Mustangs. Meg Pellerin taking her time. Piper Flood, nice header toward Davignon, but even better defensive play of that time by Madison Valentine. Under some significant pressure. Poitras played into the middle. Good hustle for Shepard to play that back. Gilmore again, sky high, wanted San Pedro, but she was out-jumped by Bocce. Blad. Good work again by Koch over there. She's had a very good defensive game. Deflected right into the middle now. A chance to play that through for Rule. Door on the edge of the area, pass that up. Laid out to Amiot again. Trying to square that up and turn it for a shot, but the defense wouldn't allow it. Elena LeBlanc coming back in. Kiki Shepard will be replaced for the Mustangs.
Might be able to get onto a long ball over the top and create something. As you said, if Central Maine can pull a goal back here in the final 15 minutes, it does potentially set up a frantic finish.
Make things interesting if they can get one. The ball on the wrong side of the field right now is Door's shot at two-hopper and Eliason. That ricocheted off the back of Pellerin. Booted ahead by Remington into space, and the race is on here. And really accelerating now is Poitras. But too big of a head start for Bocce, who arrives first.
Yeah, the timing on that all over the top, just not great. About a 20-yard gap for Poitras to try to make up, and she consumed a lot of energy trying to do just that.
That's rolling toward the touchline. It'll get out of play. Throw in for Central Maine. Subs coming in. Kenzie Richards will be in for the first time, the rookie from Spruce Mountain High School in Jay, Maine. Eva LaValle re-entering for the Lynx. Morgan Rule shaken up. She's coming off. So Rule coming off, limping a bit, the senior in some distress. Flood. Oh, great move to shake Strickland. Dorr ahead. Davignon into the middle toward Amiot. Dorr was there as well. Knocked away. Nelson, I believe, making that defensive stop. Yes, it was. Chance now. That shot, a pretty good scorcher from the 18 or so. No problem at all for Eliason, however.
I believe that was Blad.
It was
who put through that one.
It was. Just watching her track back so I can catch the number. It was Olivia Blad.
Gave her way too much time from the top of the box to step into one there, and she teed off on it.
We've seen the strength she had when she set up the first goal in that short corner. Ball to the edge of the area in the 18, Tyler Harrington. And Harrington be called for the foul, trying to free herself up for a shot. One of the easier calls the referee will have to make today. No complaints from the Lynx senior. 76th minute. Poitras trying to head that over the taller Meg Pellerin. Poitras used her speed to get by her, but there's Pellerin in hot pursuit. Poitras, look at her go. And just slowed down and stolen by Bocce. And Bocce starting the counter. Davignon. No need to rush, the Lynx felt. They'll just keep possession here with that 2-goal lead. And starting to get into the late stages of this game. So work that ahead. Amiot. Broken up by Heather Nelson once again. Fullbacks on this Mustangs team have been put to the test this evening, and for the most part, they've responded very well.
They've been defending against superior numbers almost the whole game.
Shot by Dorr. Well, that's what she can do. Adrian Dorr just spins and shoots with the left foot and puts the game on ice, you would think, for the Lynx. Her second of the game, 5th of the season, and it's 3-0. Look how quick this turn comes.
Wow. Yeah, just a wide open at the top of the 18-yard box. There's no excuse for giving that much space that close to the net. And as you said, she's got an accurate enough shot that if she's that close, very unlikely keeper's going to catch up to that one.
Yeah, 2 defenders there, too, but I think they just figured that maybe they had more time than they actually had with Adrian Dorr. American not once but twice.
It's also what happens when teams are able to drive to the goal line, be able to play the ball back out wide to potentially send crosses in. Your defensive line is suddenly very deep into your penalty area, and it's not always easy to escape out of there, especially when a team is threatening at any point to serve it into the box.
It was already a steep uphill climb for the Mustangs to try to get themselves back into this game, but now it's a vertical cliff face. Pellerin, splitting defenders. Pellerin on the run. Pellerin wants the shot. That was blocked by Gilmore drifting back. Varney clears. Strickland. A very strong game defensively. Amiot. Harrington. Somewhat overshadowed tonight because she hasn't gotten on the score sheet, but she has been a terror to play against in the midfield for this Lynx team. Pellerin. LaValle outside. It's a game of keep away going on here now for the Lynx in the 78th minutes. Trying to put this game, just got to bleed it out with the clock. Into the area, but not for long. Played away. Remington again. LaValle. LaValle outside, fed into the area again, and knocked away by the Lynx. Strickland deflects that ahead. San Pedro there. San Pedro changing direction, trying to get past Prussia. Poitras deferred and left that for Strickland. Poitras going to goal. San Pedro with a 1-2 right back into space. Well, that'll go out into touch.
Yeah, not the right ball there.
Nope.
When you've got a player cutting back and sending it to you, they're never going to have full speed to be able to step forward after it. You just have to hold on to that a minute and let them get going.
Riley Pelletier in. Darcy Stone has come back in for the Lynx. Haley Cochran also returning for NHTI. The 79th minute of the 90. The only goal of the second half, Adrian Dorr, in the 77th minute. So that quick shot we just saw that likely settled the issue. Player down for the Lynx. I think that's Cochran who just came in. We'll stop the clock with 11:01 to go. That is indeed Haley Cochran, who's been injured.
Did not see who just came out for Riley Pelletier coming in for Central Maine on that change.
Well, Caban is about to come in. So Caban will come in. Sarah Miller entering as well. The clock will start again on Pellerin's throw. Actually before that now, and the referee's whistle, so it's rolling again. That throw bounces high toward Kenzie Richards. Richards played that bounce quite well. LeBlanc in between two defenders who shielded it off, but LeBlanc still battling. Caban, a little too far for San Pedro. Strickland heading that wide. Caban is the first one on it. Caban using her speed, taking on Meg Pellerin. Pellerin, oh, good work to get down low, and she does concede the corner, the first of the game for Central Maine. That was another strong defensive play. Caban right-footed, about to deliver an in-swinging corner. It swings too far into the side netting. 80 minutes gone. Just a reminder, like Caleb said in the first half, these two teams will play again this year. This time in Concord. It'll be in mid-October. The exact date of that game will be October 9th at 4 p.m.
You have to wonder what that matchup will look like. There's a month in between these two games, and the Central Maine team that is trying to figure out exactly what its best formation, its best combinations are going to be.
And McCotch just giving Kayla Amiot fits there, as Amiot thought she had a step, and Koch had other ideas. Save off the foot of Dorr, looking for the hat trick on that curling shot. It's the corner, though, for the Lynx.
That was bending towards the post all the way, and
Certainly
Eliasson, I think, correctly just making sure to take no chances with it.
Just keep it out of the goal. No need to catch it. Ladd taking the corner. That one behind the goal for a goal kick. Mustangs on the road this weekend. They'll head to New York to take on Albany College of Pharmacy on Saturday. That's a 1 o'clock game. Next home game for the Mustangs. The UMaine Augusta Moose will be in town next Tuesday. That's a women's and men's doubleheader that day. Women play first at 4, the men to follow at scheduled for 6, usually closer to 6:30 with those doubleheaders. Fun night here, though, and looking forward to that already. Remington stepping up into the offense, playing that ahead, and Knight quickly off her line. Brave goalkeeping to come down low and smother it.
Did that perfectly, secured it well, diving along the turf, and Brave to come out right at the striker's feet, bearing down. You can't let that one squirm away.
She hasn't been busy, Haley Knight, but when she has been called on, she's looked everything like the All-American goalkeeper that she was awarded last year.
Hasn't put a foot wrong.
No. And again, so quick off that line, anticipates the ball well, and that time, just the minute that ball was played, she was attacking it. Now the Lynx trying to put another attack of their own. That ends up out over the goal line, a goal kick for Central Maine. So we're about to enter the 84th minute.
It looks like Emma Koch is going to be the one to come over and take this goal kick again. Of course, someone who will have the familiarity with it, having been a goalkeeper herself. But that is one of the things. If you can get that ball consistently served out to the midfield line, it relieves a lot of pressure.
Taken immediately by LaValle. LaValle had Sarah Miller there. Now a shot from distance, not a bad one either on the bounce. Corralled by Eliason. Tyler Harrington trying her luck from distance. LaValle played that ahead to Richards, and Richards working it forward, but Meg Pellerin had it for a moment. Now it's Caban. Good recovery by Lily Caban. Trying to play that through, no one there in whites. And way out Haley Knight again. Great anticipation, first on the ball. Now the Lynx trying to mount an attack. Took a little too much time in that back third, but foul calls and a free kick for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Blad there just cutting in on the inside shoulder of LeBlond, and a little too much force there trying to pull her back. There's a chance to pile bodies forward here.
The edge of the area, bouncing into the area. Caban, can she settle? Not quite. Bouncing ball and was poked off her foot by Meg Pellerin. Just got the toe in there. And a long shot from Bianca Gilmore drifts wide. That'll allow Moira Irish to re-enter the game for the Lynx.
Another good delivery in from Emma Koch, but again, that first touch just letting the Mustangs down. Not able to settle anything clean, and if you need more than 2 or 3 touches to get things into a shooting position, it's going to be a long day at the office.
Kayla Amiot's night is done. Didn't get in the score sheet tonight. She did in her first game on Sunday. But definitely a player whose presence was felt offensively, number one, the rookie from Pembroke, New Hampshire. Darcy Stone. Play that through, intercepted by Richards. Kenzie working outside with Irish right there on her shoulder. And the pressure from Irish wins the throw for the Lynx. 86th minute of the 90. Kayla Martirano about to re-enter the game. You wonder what might have been if her opportunity that hit off the upright and took that friendly hop right back to Haley Knight was about an inch to the left.
Goals change games is the correct saying.
It was 2-0 at the time. It was early in the second half. Martirano unlucky not to have scored on that opportunity. That's the closest the Mustangs have come. As we're into the 87th minute. Throw in on that far side, right near the corner flag for the Lynx. It bounces all the way through. Irish on the bouncing ball, tried to volley it. That shot scuffed a little bit, but it turns out well. And popped over the bar by Darcy Stone. It was a bouncing ball. She didn't have much time to get the shot away and happened to catch that right at the top of the flight. Martirano in for San Pedro in the last 3.5 minutes. Here come the Lynx once again, looking for another goal to take back with them, with the victory to Concord.
hit off the center referee, so with the change to the laws from 2 years back, has to be an uncontested drop ball here.
So possession still with the Lynx, played back by Harrington.
Always feel pompous saying it that way. The laws of the game, not the rules.
That's what they refer to it as, though, the proper term. Mustangs' 4-game unbeaten streak against the Lynx about to come to an end. They were tied last year, a 2-2 draw. 2-0-2 since a 3-0 defeat back in New Hampshire in September of 2022, 3 years ago.
And this one going to be a frustrating one for head coach Rob Rodriguez and the squad, of just kind of a head-scratching one. Where are the changes to be made? What do you go back to? You've got so many of these different offensive weapons to try to get into the game, and a 4-3-3 seems like not a bad choice to try and do just that, but clearly just not enough in that middle of the field, leaving it 3 versus 4 to be able to maintain enough possession to make the most of it.
Yeah, it was more competitive in the second half as far as the midfield battle, but the Mustangs really got overrun with numbers back in the first half, no doubt about that. Trying to find Martirano on the edge of the area. That was broken up. Back come the Lynx. Pushed ahead by Irish. Going back in Irish's direction, but winning the race, Heather Nelson. With 90 ticks of the clock to go, Irish fell down. Nelson wins the throw. Got volleyball here tomorrow night at Central Maine Community College. 6 o'clock start tomorrow night, right back here on Munzing Media. Things don't usually stop here as the Mustangs athletics. That's a nice shot, but it just drifted wide. And there you see it right there, 6 p.m. tomorrow night, the volleyball team in action right here on Munzing Media.
Yeah, you're telling me a lot of action around campus, and the crowds have been great turnout so far as well.
A good one tonight up on the hill as well. Won't be pleased with the results. It was an entertaining game, and really no shame in the Mustangs game overall on losing to NHTI tonight. This is a very good Lynx team. Mustangs still kind of in the process of figuring out what their new lineup will be like.
It will very much be of the opinion that it's going to matter how they play at the end of this season come October and early November rather than right now.
Can't win the title in September. You can lose it. The Mustangs haven't played like that. They will go 0-1 in their first conference game, but a chance to get right back level again on the road on Saturday against Albany College of Pharmacy. But the Lynx have won their first 2 YSCC games, knocking off both teams, 2 teams in the Pine Tree State, UMA, and now CMCC, 3-0 the final score. A couple of goals from Adrian Dorr. And Leah Davignon, her first ever goal for the Lynx, opening things up, the first goal tonight in the 3-0 victory. So that'll do it for our broadcast. Definitely want to thank Adam Zeninger, who did our camera tonight, Rob Munzing, all our production. Caleb Lamb, of course, doing the scoring and the color commentary and the PA announcing and, well, everything else basically there is to do here at CMCC. My name is Rob Kennedy, saying so long from Auburn. The final score tonight, the New Hampshire Technical Institute Lynx 3, the Central Maine Community College Mustangs 0. Good night, everybody.